Okay, so I know that there's a lot of drama going around about this EWE thing, and Alan Seibert is he's trying to goat a fight, and I want to let everybody know in the power plant, you have nothing to worry about. The power plant isn't going anywhere. Okay, we've been through this before. I've seen the likes of Alan one too many times, and he's made a lot of errors with the time that he was with the power plant, and I feel that it would be best for everybody, for both parties, for Alan to ideally step back and think about what he's doing here, because he's starting to play with fire, and he's going to get himself in a lot of heat. And the last place that anybody wants to be is in heat. And I know, yes, there's a big picture of me posted up on their website. I understand that. I look at it, free publicity for the power plant. It's nothing for anybody else to worry about. The main thing right now is for everybody to be on time for their matches, get their matches done, things like that. That is what I want you guys in the power plant to worry about. If it comes down to an EWE versus the power plant, then so be it. But until that happens, or until you hear it from my mouth, until you hear me say, yeah, this is going to happen, then don't worry about it. Think of it as he's a guy that, left the power plant, and he's throwing a temper tantrum about it. It happens. Things like that happen. They happen every day. Alright, so like I said, I just don't want anybody in the power plant to worry about those things happening. And I'm well aware of all the things that have been said from, Alan, and it's just things like that. It makes those people that I don't want to communicate with. I don't want to have anything to do with people that think that, they are the end all or the be all, or things like that, like the derogatory things that he was saying on the in the locker room. There's no need for things like that to be said, especially when the idea of being in the power plant isn't so much just about domination or whatever. It's about being an adult about things, and taking that mature step towards adulthood. And it seems that Alan is failing to realize that. And with the whole thing of his brother David Seibert leaving the power plant, that is pretty upsetting for me. I really enjoyed David being in the power plant. He did a great job in the power plant. He was a great competitor. He was an all-around good guy. Everybody liked David, and yet some things were said after the tag team match at SummerSlam by a superstar that has been talked to, and things just got a little out of hand. But it still remains that even though things happened in the tag team match that shouldn't have happened, both sides did things that they weren't supposed to do. But the opposing side that was originally accused of doing the wrong things, they were directed to do those things by me. And the other team, although they saw these things happening to them, they felt it was okay for them to do those things too, which, in all reality, it's not okay for that to happen. Even if your opponents are doing things that they shouldn't be doing, it is still your obligation to follow the rules and to do, what you're supposed to do in the power plant. That is your obligation as a power plant superstar. And, with the whole Pooh Bear and the wellness policy, yes, he violated the wellness policy, but he has since entered rehab, so he shall be, returning to in-ring action. And it's okay. He's got his problem fixed. He's got his problem figured out. But for Alan and Joe, I want to say I wish them the best of luck, but with the things that they have said, that just doesn't really make me want to wish them the best of luck with things. I wish David the best of luck, but I wish I could say the same for Alan, but I can't. But once again, I must say, unless you hear it come from me, that there will be an EWE versus the power plant type thing, then if you don't hear me say that to you, then that means that it's not going to happen. If I tell you and let you know, then that means that it's on. But until that time, or even if it doesn't happen, don't worry about it. Just keep on doing what you're doing, and everything will be just fine. This is the power plant's CEO, the one DieHard.